This is super janky, but just gonna hit record and go and see what happens. Right, and well, hey, look at this. It's been a long time since I've been in front of you lot. I haven't been in front of a camera in quite a long time, actually. But hey, I'm just here to catch you up on what's been going on and also share a couple things that I've learned while I've been away. First things first, I've obviously been practicing graphics design and motion graphics, and I've just been practicing that. Is actually quite a lot of the stuff, that and computer games. It's actually quite a lot of what I've been doing. I've been doing all sorts of stuff. You can see it all sort of appearing all on the screen, hopefully, fingers crossed, and I know what I'm doing. So obviously all of that stuff, I can put links to all of my social media stuff if you want to get in touch and maybe request a logo if you're new to YouTube, if you're just starting up, or like a big company or something. I've been getting into making icons and vector graphics so you can scale them up to the size of a building and it won't lose any quality. And it's all looking really good. So other than that, I've moved house, obviously. Look at all this. Lovely. It's actually really nice. It's really nice. It's not my house, it's my partner's parents' house. My partner is here as well. Like, she also lives here. It's not like I've just moved into her parents' house without her knowing. And that would be weird. I've got 2 topics of discussion that's 4. Got 2 topics of discussion I want to go over today that will hopefully help potentially increase productivity with whatever you get on doing, and it will hopefully increase your mood if you find yourself getting stressed out or angry a lot. Hopefully these will be techniques that you will be able to use and actually help you guys. So the first one is the pyramid of needs, which is essentially a pyramid that has all the levels of sort of comfort or requirements, I guess, for somebody to actually sort of be happy and progressive. It's not like it's not a definite. People might work in different ways. The first one is physiological, which is essentially, are you tired? Are you hungry? Are you too hot? Are you too cold? Are you in pain? Just like anything that makes you physically uncomfortable. Me personally, if I haven't had a shower and I haven't eaten, I will be in a miserable mood for quite a while. Actually, it can linger, which is unfortunate. But once you've got those all sorted, you can actually move up to the next section of the triangle, which is safety. Do you feel safe in your current situation? It's usually pretty solidly a yes. This and the next step are usually a yes, so you shouldn't really have to worry about these, but just double check that you make sure you feel secure and safe in your current environment. The third step is... Really? The third step is essentially love and a sense of belonging. So do you feel like you belong where you are, or are you comfortable in the situation? Not in the sense of like physically or safety wise. Do you just enjoy being where you are? Do you feel like people care about you? Do you feel like essentially just sort of surround yourself with the people you care about? Or if you don't care about people, just tell them all to go away. Just sort of be in your own little self-love bubble. The fourth step, this is a tricky one, is self-esteem. And that is basically how good you feel about yourself. And an example being, a lot of the times when I feel like when I'm upset, I think I end up getting trapped in this thought cycle of my work isn't good enough. It all sort of it goes down. So if I feel like I'm smelly and not clean, it's basically that's more of a physiological need, but it also affects self-esteem because it's this whole pyramid type thing. So yeah, feeling good about yourself and feeling confident is it's a tricky one to get over, but once you do, then you can lead on to the top of the pyramid, which is... Oh man, I'm really bad at this! And at the very top of the pyramid, we have self-realization, I think is what it's called. And self-realization, which is what I'm going to continue calling it, is essentially the feeling of progress, like feeling like you're actually getting somewhere with whatever you're working on. If it's whether you're playing computer games and there's a level you're stuck on, whether you're doing homework and there's a question you find quite tricky, getting over that, it helps. It's that feeling that's at the top of the sort of the pyramid of needs, the pyramid of happiness. Like, all this talk about triangles is actually reminding me, at work, I work with kids, which is hilarious because they are just geniuses, but so inexperienced in like the world, and just it's really funny. One of the kids today mathematically worked out, like, wrote out the equations and everything, how Big Shaq, the man's not hot guy, is actually the source and or head of the Illuminati. So Illuminati confirmed. Big Shaq is the Illuminati. It's there. It's there, people. It's all there. Just hoping there's no like agents listening in on this and I'm gonna get like the door broken down or something like that. Oh god. Okay, so we're moving on to the second thing that I wanted to talk about today, and it's about the act of processing. This one it's kind of tricky because I did a whole 3-hour course on this. So trying to convey I'm just essentially giving you the footnotes. A lot of the course actually focused on paperwork sort of stuff, but in my line of work I don't do a lot of paperwork, and in my line of creative arts I don't do a lot of paperwork. It's a little unnecessary, but the mental aspect of it was really, really helpful. So I carry a notebook around with me at all times, and whenever I think about something, or I think that's a good idea, or I think, oh, I need to do that, like, oh, I need to pair my socks today, or what? I need to do the washing up, or I need to clean, or do the hoovering, or everything's about cleaning, apparently. When you get older, you clean a lot. That's just what happens. Anyway, so you get that thought, you write it down into this list. It's not a to-do list. It is not a to-do list. You write it down on this list, and then you just put it in your pocket and forget about it. And that's it. Problem solved. And then all you do is, at a set time each day, I do Monday to Friday because that's when I'm working and that's when I'm feeling the most productive. You set aside an hour, probably less. I do it in about 20 minutes, but that's because I don't have a lot of stuff to do. You set aside an amount of time to just look through it and schedule when you're going to do it. If the job on the list takes less than 5 minutes, just do it. Just do it then. Just do it then. Cross it off the list. Move on to the next one. If it takes longer than 5 minutes, or 5, 10, 15 minutes, write it down on a calendar. That's like the essential tool with this method, is having a calendar. And you just write it down on the calendar, leave a block of time, make sure you leave plenty of time before it and after it, because life gets complicated, something could burn down. Why is that the first thing I think of? That's probably a sign. That's a doorway into my psychology right there. For travel times and for like eating food and showering and stuff like that, leave plenty of buffer time between events and stuff like that. And then you just stick to it. You set reminders and you essentially let the calendar tell you what to do. It takes all the stress out of it. It's just like, oh, what am I doing today? I'm doing this. And you just go and do it. And it's over and it's done with. And you can sit down and you can focus and you can do it. Because if you try and multitask, it just messes everything up. Multitasking is a myth. People will be like, I can multitask. You can just say, no, you can't. Because they can't. That's not multitasking. Multitasking doesn't exist. It's called switch tasking, is what people call multitasking. It's trying to do different things at the same time, and you do it worse. You do each thing slower and to a lesser quality. Look, if I try, let's get my phone out. And say if I'm trying to, oh dear, what's going on? If I'm trying to write a text, I'm going to text my friend Sanchez, and I'm going to message him, and I'm going to say, Dear Moose, Dear Moose, and then I'm going to try and explain the rest of the stuff that's going on at the same time. So after, it doesn't work. I'm just going to send him that. I'm just going to send Dear Moose. That's as far as I got. I'm just going to send Dear Moose. And he's going to be really confused. I'm not going to explain it. Moose is wicked, by the way. I'm going to put a link to his channel in the description. Probably on the end card as well. Go check him out. He's just like super lovely guy. And he should have a vlog coming out as well. I challenged him. I said, hey, make a vlog by Sunday. Just do it. I'll make one as well. And he was like, okay. Sent. That's hilarious. Right, I guess that kind of clears it up for today. You've been caught up with where I've been, what I've been doing, which didn't take a lot of explaining, but you could see from the work it's been taking a lot of time and a lot of practice. Music has essentially stopped. You can see my guitar in the background next to a katana. I have a katana. But other than that, everything's actually been going really well, and I'm just happy and chilled out. I'm not going to promise that I'm going to keep uploading stuff. I'm not going to be like, I'm back, baby! Because I'm really not. Like, I can't make any commitment to this. I've got work and lots of other stuff I'm trying to do at the same time. But hey, you might see me around. But thanks for watching, everyone. And if you've stuck here this long, good job. I can't give you anything because I am a poor person. I am poor. I am so poor. Right, anyway. See you next time. This setup is so janky. This microphone is just gonna... No! Well, please.